Yes.
Tell us about where you come from.
I'm from America. I was born and raised in Michigan. In America, we don't always get the best perspective on Africa. Murakoze Chene.
What is?
This place is absolutely beautiful. The people are amazing and beautiful. The nightlife is fun. The entertainment, the games. There's a beautiful stadium being built for exciting events that are coming.
Hey, welcome to Yago TV Show in conjunction with Safte Canada. Like I said, my name is Safari Agawa, the God's favorite. And today I'm with my best friend, my brother, my everything, the guy that I met in 2006 in Michigan, Detroit, and he managed to come here in Kigali to visit and attend the wedding. Nice meeting you, Adam.
Great to be here with you, Safari.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
I know it's been, how long it's been now?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, 2 weeks. How do you like it? Tell us, you're in Kigali right now. It's your first time here.
First time in Kigali. It has been amazing. It has been really, really wonderful.
Would you come back?
I would absolutely come back for the food, for the beautiful views. Kigali is a stunning city, and it's been just a pleasure. I've been treated so well, and to see how everybody's living and loving and just enjoying life has been a real pleasure.
So, like you just had, this is our first episode on Welcome to Rwanda. We decided that we're going to be having a show. We're going to be hosting different people coming in Rwanda so they can tell us what we're doing in Rwanda. We are marketing the country outside the world. We want to make sure people get to give the feedback, you know. Tell us what you think. What should we do better? What should we improve? Like, we need all those stuff there. The president is doing the great job to make sure this place becomes as beautiful as possible. But he can't do this job by himself. We need people like you to share your insights, your whatever comes in your mind. What do you think we should do better? Sorry to jump into the quick point.
Yeah, to jump right into it. I mean, it's really hard to, suggest anything that could be better. I think that it's very neat to see the development. It's very neat to hear the stories of how quickly it's growing. The roads are fantastic.
The roads are fantastic.
The people are nice. It's been safe. We've been treated well by the traffic police. It seems like everybody's doing a good job, and to be in a place where everybody is so proud. Everybody who's spoken to me always asks me, what do you think of Kigali? What do you think of Rwanda? And I can honestly say it's stunningly beautiful by day. It's miraculous by night. The hills, the sunsets.
The sunsets.
It's really been special.
And it's always like this, Monday to Monday. So it's a beautiful place to be. So I've met so many friends coming here and going, but they never had a chance to talk to somebody, talk about how is Rwanda, welcome to Rwanda. I come from a background where when you have guests, you treat them so well so they can come back. So technically I'm like, if you like the place, if we host you so well, we welcome you, you're happy, then I'm sure you're gonna come back. I'm sure you're gonna tell your friends about Rwanda. I'm sure you're gonna tell everybody about welcome to Rwanda. So do you think you are welcome to Rwanda? Would you say
I will absolutely be sending people here.
I'm glad to hear that. You hear that? That's the whole point. The whole point is to make sure when somebody comes in this country, we host them with home heart, we fill them with love and everything, so that when they go back, they talk about us and they come back to us. And we have to understand that every time they go and come back to us, we benefit out of it. So tell us, there's a lot of stories.
Yes, I mean, compared to my other experiences in East Africa, going back more than 10 years, I can really say that this is somewhere that I would absolutely send people to. And even though I only spent time in Kigali on this trip, I know that there's much more that the country offers outside of Kigali in terms of beauty, in terms of nature, in terms of animals, that I think that it would be a great place for anybody to come and visit, especially if it's your first time in Africa.
Exactly. So your visit was more than just special. Not just coming and driving around, seeing places, but you had an opportunity to attend the wedding. Not just a regular wedding, but your brother's wedding. The guys you've nurtured, the guys you've mentored, the guys you've trained, the guys that have traveled ever since 2006. You've seen those kids coming, landing at the airport in Toronto. You've hosted them in Michigan. You've taught them a lot of things. How did that make you feel?
So proud. super, super proud. I was all smiles all day. To be able to be umuzungu and to take part in such an amazing cultural experience was something that I will never forget. And to see how beautiful these boys have grown up to be, and how smart they are, and how caring they are, and to see them with their one with a beautiful fiance, and the other one now with his beautiful wife.
Exactly.
Makes me extremely proud.
So you had an opportunity to see the wedding. This is completely. I'm glad you saw everything from start, from the bottom to top. Yeah. I'm sure you saw some weird stuff. Maybe you saw people maybe doing some stuff. What did you see there that was a little wicked, like a little weird something? Did you see something like that?
I'm not sure if it was necessarily weird, but it was super nice to have many people working to make sure that everybody was having a good time.
Exactly.
If there was something that you needed, there was somebody there. There was people helping with all of the food to explain what everything is. It was stunningly beautiful. The band was amazing. It really was so well staffed. And that has been something that has been, incredible to experience. The weirdest part for me since I was here is that the maid is so good. She's been removing clean clothes from my luggage to make sure that they're extra clean and repacking it for me every single day.
Exactly.
So she's making sure that I'm, ready, prepared, looking fresh. And so that has been something different.
That's our culture in Rwanda. When you host somebody, you make sure they are well treated. That's the whole thing. Actually, from where I come from, they would actually serve the guests first, and I would be sitting in the background. I'm like, why do these guys have to eat before we eat? Like we're supposed to eat first. But the whole point is when you host somebody and the person feels at home, they always come back. So we have too much to talk about, but I want to take you back, all the way back.
Yes.
Tell us about yourself, where you come from.
Yes.
Tell us about where you come from.
I'm from America. I was born and raised in Michigan. I did all of my schooling in Michigan. I went to university in Michigan. The Great Lake State, as it's known, so very similar to geographically to Rwanda. We have large lakes, lots of fresh water. And I am in business in Michigan.
Perfect. So you come in Africa, you're visiting, you're touring around, but you're also having the business exchange ideas. We've met a couple of friends today. Tell me about them. What do you think about them?
Yes, I think that the people here are very entrepreneurial and very ambitious, very hardworking. From the guys who are carrying an unbelievable amount of rice on their heads.
I know.
And boxes stacked up all the way.
And they maintain a smile on their face.
Maintaining a smile. And also then meeting, the businessmen who have a vision for this country, following the president and following what has been built here, and to build upon it.
Yeah,
and to continue to build beautiful structures, to continue to grow it and open new restaurants. It's been really cool to see a mixture of some of the old, but also how quickly it's developing, and it's because people really love this place and want to see it succeed.
And there's this strong feel, this strong bond, like the Rwandese, they love this country so much. And I give the appreciation to the president because he has actually educated, sensitized the people, educated them how to become responsible, how to take the full ownership of their own issues. And people, they actually get to understand that to be successful, you don't necessarily have to fly out. You can stick back. Like this hotel we are sitting in right now, it's owned by a guy who never left this country, and he's very successful. So I think it's a great story to tell that you don't necessarily have to leave the country to be successful. And to me, it means a lot to that. And the fact that you meet those people, exchange ideas. So what did you talk about when you met him?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about everything from agriculture to real estate to construction. Lots of big ideas, lots of big projects. It seems like anything is possible when you work hard at it and have the right connections. And so it is very nice to been able to network with people here and to have them both question, what is the style in America, and then to maybe be able to bring some of those practices here.
Perfect. So another creepy question, I might say. How do you know Safari? Where did you meet Safari?
It was definitely God's will. I was 15 or 16 years old.
Long ago, 2006.
Long ago, and I had an opportunity to visit a place in America where people who are seeking immigration and refugee status, and it really lucked out. My school went to this place, this church, and we got to hear from all sorts of individuals from all over the world who were looking to move to America. And I luckily got to sit and have lunch with Safari, and thus began some questioning back and forth, and was the beginning of a beautiful friendship that has lasted a long time. We've seen so much together through the hard, and through, now we're able to really reap the rewards with a beautiful family, beautiful now in-laws, gonna be babies soon. It's really, really been special.
I just want to encourage everybody, especially, it doesn't matter where you are. I want people to understand the benefit of networking. Actually, they say it so well that your network is your net worth.
Yes.
And by saying so, as we speak right now, I have 2 acres on Lake Michigan.
Yes.
Order from
all the way.
So he happens to own like 22 acres at Lake Michigan, and we're in a process that I'm getting 2 acres, so don't be surprised. The whole reason that I'm bringing this up is you have to networking. Networking is so important. Meet people, show them, open up your heart to them, talk to them, be friendly. They're going to open up something to you. There is a lot of information out there. If you stay in your circle and you're compounded by your own thing people open up. Face your fear. Come to Africa. I talk to a lot of people in the US, in Canada. I've been lucky to have helped more than 20 people to return back home permanently. I have a shipping company, so they reach out to me. They say, Safari, I want to go back to Africa, and I don't know how I'm going to take my stuff. I help them. And one thing I can tell the people in diaspora in the West, in the US, in Canada, face your fear. Come to Africa. Give it a try. So you went around Kigali.
Yes.
Tell me what you like the most.
It was lovely to see just all of the people, all of the community. Everywhere you go, there's people doing something. So as opposed to in the West, where sometimes people are reserved, they spend a lot of time at home watching TV, being by themselves, to be able to see people having a good time, to be able to see people jumping on a moto, whether it's somebody who had just been carrying a bag of recycled cardboard.
Exactly.
Or it's, a businessman in a fresh suit getting on that same moto to be able to zip off into town and take the next meeting. It's been really cool to see just people living their lives. And as somebody who does not necessarily look like the people who are around here, it has felt incredibly safe. The business is not, people are not taking advantage of me. So it's just felt like I'm not necessarily a foreigner.
Big credit to Rwandese. You see, you're doing a great job. We have to keep hosting people. If you want to make sure our country goes to another level, we have to keep doing this. Now he's so happy, Adam. Would you come back?
I can't wait to come back.
You see, that's what we're trying to do. Welcome to Rwanda. That's the whole intention. We're trying to make sure we reach out to those people and make sure they come back. Would you stay here, though?
I would stay here.
Really?
Yes. I mean, it would definitely take some getting used to.
All right.
But I think that this is a place that I would love to spend a lot of time in.
I'm sure so many people out there, they're going to really feel so happy to know that somebody's going to come back. But not only they're going to come back, but they also plan to come and stay here. Rwanda is a welcoming place. We can give you ID, we can give you a passport, we can give you a land. There's businesses everywhere. We are trying to create the bridge so we can connect the whole world to come to this beautiful country. And the president have done a tremendous job to make sure this country favors everybody. And that's a great thing, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so clean, the people are so friendly, so welcoming, and opportunity abounds.
Well, how would you compare Rwanda to Detroit, if I can ask you?
Yeah. While there are some similarities, there are also many differences. I live in a place where there are no moto taxis.
No moto taxis.
Everyone, has their own vehicle.
Moto. We call them moto.
Everyone has their own moto.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't see people out and about in the way that you do here.
Exactly.
Kigali is incredibly clean. There are definitely, Detroit is not as clean. The people here are extremely proud. While there is a lot of pride in where I come from also, I don't think everybody asks you, you know, what do you think of Detroit? What do you think of the people? Literally everybody I met wanted to make sure that I was having a good time and was very hospitable.
And the whole idea behind Welcome to Rwanda, we want to design a package that is so affordable that somebody from US, from Canada, from Europe, anywhere can actually say, yeah, I can afford this. We want to make sure you have accommodation, you can have games, you can go around the city. We're going to make sure you attend different ceremonies, weddings, so you're not going to be bored. That's basically what we're trying to do. We want to show what we have, and I'm sure people will love it. I'm sure you liked it.
There's no being bored here. There's always something to do, even just standing on the balcony and looking at all the people who are out there right now, coming home from work. It's a beautiful sunset. It changes every moment. The clouds coming in, the rain. I mean, it's a dramatic place that is really, really stunning. So
that's our point. We're going to design a package for you to make sure anybody who wants to come in Africa, especially in Rwanda, and we want to also design this to be an East African package. I want somebody, when you come to Rwanda, you get an opportunity to go to Uganda, you get an opportunity to go to Kenya, where you're going to go to Mombasa, then you go to Tanzania, where you're going to go to Zanzibar, so you can have an East African package, and you go back looking at yourself and say, I'm proud of myself. I traveled and I had a good time.
I think that there's many, many people where I come from who would have such an amazing time here. And in America, we don't always get the best perspective on Africa. And so, as you can tell, there's not a ton of tourists coming over. And so, I'm really proud to be able to go back and to invite people to Rwanda and to East Africa, because this is such a special place.
That's our point. I'm asking everybody there who had an opportunity to reach out in the West, in Europe, in Asia, do the marketing for your country. That's all we are there for. Don't just go there, eat the bag and sit back and work and go on shifts. Market your country. Be the Hollywood of Rwanda as the Hollywood is to the US. We need to market people. They need to know this place. And the fact that you're going to come back, I'll make sure I bring him back here. We're going to sit the same place and you're going to tell them that I'm back.
Stay tuned for part 2.
All right? Stay tuned for part 2. We're going to be coming and we're going to be bringing more packages. We're going to make sure whoever wants to come in Africa is going to be able to afford it. We're going to have accommodations, affordable games, tour of the city, traditional occasions, visiting sites and stuff like that. And I'm sure Adam is the perfect advocate for that. And I'm sure next time you come, how many people do you think you're going to come? Bring with?
I will definitely bring my fiance.
That's a sure deal. 2 people right there.
As well as, you know, I would love to bring more friends and my parents and more of our extended family from back in the United States.
And guess what? You're the first who have actually launched this show. Welcome to Rwanda. And I'm so honored that my best friend, my brother, is the same person that we're starting this together, and I can assure you this is going to be big. And every business in Rwanda, even public and private sector, they're going to benefit out of this. It's our responsibility to market this country out there. People have to come home, have to see what we have. You eat organic, you live on the sun the whole day, you don't have the winter. It's perfect. It's paradise, I might say.
It is very close to paradise, to having a maid, having a chef, having a driver. I mean, you can really live a life of luxury in an affordable way.
So back to the point, I'm now retired, but my point I was like, I'm not going to sit home, just relax the sun. I'm just going to find a way I can come back and market for my country. I want to make sure East Africa as in large goes on the map. People come here, visit Rwanda, visit Uganda, visit Kenya, visit Tanzania, and we make sure we build this together. And the only way we can do it is us taking the ownership and marketing for our place.
I was asked when I got here, you know, if you like to hike, because they said even just walking around here is hiking.
Exactly.
And that is very true.
Yeah.
And to be able to see the perspective from the top of the mountain and to be able to see all the city lights below at night and the sunsets, it's just been really spectacular. And I want to say thank you, Murakoze Chene, to all the people of Rwanda for welcoming me and for such a beautiful cultural occasion.
Right.
Being part of a wedding was really special.
Perfect. And I'm going to Michigan in the US next month. I'll make sure I meet you, and we're going to have another Welcome to Rwanda in USA.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Nice meeting you, Adam, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much for
All
having
right.
me,
Thank
Safari.
you. All right.